This is a study where we try to identify the confounders for serum neurofilament light with respect to CSF neurofilament light. And why we did this study? Generally, neurofilament light is a marker of axonal damage. It's a kind of CNS specific marker. And whenever there is an axonal or neuronal damage, neurofilament light is released from CNS first into CSF, and from there it's released into serum or blood. So earlier, when there were only available assays to measure the CSF neurofilament light or neurofilament light as such, is like ELISA, which was sensitive enough to measure neurofilament light only in CSF, because CSF has high levels of neurofilament light. But with the development of highly effective assays such as CMOA or Contrix, neurofilament light can be reliably measured in serum. And many groups have tried to measure neurofilament light in serum, because getting serum is less invasive than getting CSF, which is generally taken by lumbar puncture. But when people try to run the correlation between serum and CSF neurofilament light, they have seen the correlation coefficient, or R square, is around 0.4 to 0.6. So which explains 60% of serum neurofilament light can explain 60% of variability in CSF neurofilament light. Still, some part, 40% part, is missing. And we started with the same logic when we have measured the CSF neurofilament light as well as matched serum neurofilament light in our patients. Mainly these are healthy as well as MS patients. We have seen same trend. Our R square value was 0.57. So it means it explaining 57% variability. But you can see when you run the linear regression model, it gives you best fitting line. But there's some patients, they are above this line or below this line. It means they don't have exact, you're not getting exact idea about how much CSF neurofilament light is present based on measurement of serum neurofilament light. And when you see, this is called the distance between the best fitting line and that point, we call it residuals, or NfL residuals, we call them. And based on these residuals, we try to find out the confounders. So if this residuals is strongly correlated with any factor, and I will come to this factor afterwards, then that factor is considered as confounders. So when we try to run these correlations, we found mainly three factors. First is distribution volume, which is dependent upon the total blood volume, which is dependent on the person's weight or BMI. Second factor is protein metabolism, because proteins in blood or in serum, they are excreted through the kidney or metabolized through liver. If there is any problem in this metabolism or excretion system, then there is an accumulation of proteins in serum, and which may affect this correlations. And the third and very important is aging, because as we know that as persons age, there is a loss of blood-brain barrier integrity or increase in blood-brain barrier permeability. If there is increase in blood-brain permeability, more neurofilament light will be released from CSF to serum. And then in that case, serum neurofilament light measurement does not give you the exact idea about how much CSF neurofilament light is present. So when as we identify these factors, we run the multiple linear regression model to identify the weight of each factor, because each factor may not have same effect on this variability. So to identify the weight of each factor, we ran the multiple linear regression model. And based on that, we found the weight of each factor. And this is our multiple linear regression model. And based on this, we have adjusted for serum neurofilament light levels. After adjusting for serum neurofilament light levels, we found it improved the correlation, or R square value 0.57 to 0.67. So it's almost 10% improvement in the correlation between serum and CSF neurofilament light. And we have done this in our training cohort, and we have validated same things in our validation cohort. There also we have seen in validation cohort, R square value improved from 0.53 to 0.65. So almost 12% improvement. So similar what we have seen in our training cohort. So these are the factors that we have identified as confounders for serum neurofilament light levels. And if we want to use serum neurofilament light levels as a reliable biomarker for CSF neurofilament light levels, or as a replacement of CSF neurofilament light levels, then these factors must be adjusted by using multiple linear regression model based on their weight.